Hello dear friends, so welcome back to my channel. This is Gerard and I'm making this video for Spanish language learning. You can find this playlist on my channel, Gerard Beya, and you will find this one and all the previous ones, sorry, and also the future ones I will make. So this is the second video for a revision that I started the last time. That's because for about 2 years or even more I haven't been studying Spanish really. So we have made a quick revision in my very last video, the 71st video, so you can see it in my playlist. This is the 72nd video for this project, Spanish language learning, and we are continuing where we stopped the last time. So we've stopped, as you can see on your screen, unit, sorry, let me lower this, yes, unit 9 in the guidebook, and we were talking about different things. So we will, continue from there, and we stopped somewhere where we said that ser and estar. So let me just get back here. Yes, ser versus estar. Remember to use estar to describe things that are only temporarily true, like the location of people and things. Manuel está aquí, but I was saying that, yeah, un poquito más tarde, a little bit later, Manuel será ahí. Manuel will be there. So, pero ahora, but now, Manuel está aquí. So it shows that it's a temporary thing. It's not a permanent thing. And you would also use estoy, estás, and estar to talk about how people are feeling or doing. For example, yo estoy cansada. I am tired. Yo estoy cansada. We know that it's a girl because it's not cansado. It's not with the O at the end. It is cansada, so it's a girl. Cansada means tired, and cansado as well. Use ser for more permanent descriptions, like explaining what someone is like. So if it's something that is a permanent characteristic, yeah. For example, a car is yellow. Well, in Spanish you say carro, yeah. El coche, el carro. El carro. El coche, el carro. They are synonyms, so we can say el coche. El coche es amarilla. It's yellow. El coche el coche es amarilla. It is yellow. It's not likely to be changed or painted into another color. So it's going to stay like this. So that's why you use the verb ser instead of estar. Mi hermano es inteligente. Mi hermano es inteligente. So he is intelligent. It's very unlikely that he becomes silly or unintelligent. Just suddenly. So you would also use soy, eres, and es. So from the verb ser, these are like for you, for I, for you, and for he, she, it, to say where people are from. So yo soy de los Estados Unidos. That's how you say United States of America in Spanish. You don't say America, you say Estados Unidos de América. So los Estados Unidos de América, the United States of America. So yo soy, tú eres, él es, ella es de los Estados Unidos. Somos de Estados Unidos. Nosotros somos de los Estados Unidos de América. And now let's talk about express travel needs. ¿Tienes el ¿Tienes el boleto? Do you have the ticket? ¿Tienes el boleto? Sí, yo tengo el boleto. Sí, yo tengo el boleto. So tienes is from the verb tener, and the verb tener is to have. Yeah. Yo tengo, tú tienes, él, ella tiene, nosotros tenemos, vosotros tenéis, and ellos, ellas tienen. Yo necesito mi pasaporte. I need my passport. Tienes la maleta. Do you have the suitcase? Maleta. So that's the word. And necesita un taxi. Necesita un taxi. Señor, it's a question. Necesita un taxi. Do you need a taxi, señor? Sir. ¿Quieres más agua? Do you want more water? Agua is water. Very close to aqua in Spanish. So más, it's more. Please notice there is an accent on top of the A. So, ¿quieres más agua? Remember that in Spanish verbs change depending on the person. So that's very natural for a lot of languages. So yo necesito, tú necesitas, necesitar. This is the group, the verb group. I don't know why I'm writing yeah, that's the ending. So yo necesito, tú necesitas, él, ella, usted necesita. Usted is for the you, which is formal. Again. So you can see the pattern here. And notice that él, ella, and usted always have the same verb form. Yeah, we have seen that they are all in one row. So they have the same verb. And quiere, 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 que quiere, querer. I think querer is the infinitive. Querer, if I'm not mistaken, it's correct. So yo quiero, tú quieres, él, ella, usted quiere. Yeah. Okay, that was for Unit 9. We are now moving on. Once again, we are moving very quickly. That's because all these things we have already seen them. We have already done so many exercises. So this is a revision. It's the second part of the revision. Lesson 72. 71 was the first part last time, and we'll do it till Unit 31. So there is a long way to go. That's why I am a little bit how to say, pressing forward. So I'm pressing forward. I'm working at a high pace because we need to move to where we stop. So Unit 10, a guidebook, explore grammar tips and key phrases for this unit. So talk about schedules or schedules if you're speaking in British English. Talk about schedules. Marco, ¿qué día es hoy? Hoy is today. So ¿qué día es? What day is it? ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es jueves. Jueves is Thursday. So we have to learn also how to say the days in Spanish. So the days like lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado y domingo. So ¿cuándo es la fiesta? ¿Cuándo? When? ¿Cuándo? When? ¿Cuándo? We have seen dónde, de dónde. Now we have cuando. We have seen ahora, no, but I said ahora. Ahora means now. Hoy it's today. So mañana we say hasta mañana, tomorrow. And ayer it's yesterday. Mi fiesta de cumpleaños. So my birthday party, mi fiesta de cumpleaños es el sábado. Sábado, like I said, it's Saturday. ¿Cuándo es el partido? Partido is like a football match, yeah. When is the game? So el concierto es el sábado. So el concierto es el sábado. The concert is on Saturday. So we have all these, and we have days of the week. In Spanish, the days of the week are not capitalized. Like in English, we say Monday with a big M, so capital M. Hoy es lunes. Hoy es lunes. To say on Monday, you say el lunes. To say on Monday or on Saturday, you say el before. It's very important. So this article says that it's on that day. So el partido es el sábado. El concierto es el lunes. for example. So, la fiesta es el viernes. Don't say just la fiesta es viernes. Because if you say la fiesta el viernes, you're saying that the party is Friday. Which means like, this party is Friday, is a day. It's not good. El viernes is on. That's the correct way. So that was Unit 10. We are moving forward. We are going now to look at Unit 11. So talk about your life, discuss others' lives, and talk about your life. So, usted estudia francés. Usted estudia. No, sorry, my bad. So, usted estudia francés. Usted estudia francés. The verb is to study. So, estudiar. Usted estudia francés? No, yo no estudio francés. Francés is the French, French language. ¿Dónde trabaja usted? Trabajar. Trabajar is another word, another verb, sorry, which is to work. So, trabajar, I can write it for you. Tra, ba, the J and R, yeah, trabajar, yeah, trabajar. Trabajo. ¿Dónde trabaja usted? Yo trabajo en una fábrica. ¿Dónde vives? Vivir. So here we have another verb. Vivir. Vivir. I think there is an accent somewhere. Is it on the first or the second? I'm pretty sure it's on the first, yeah? So, ¿dónde vives? Yo vivo en Inglaterra, which is England. So now let's see, it's about the Spanish phonetic system. So there's a difference between N and the ñ. It's like palatized. Palatized, it's like, cañón with a Y. It's like you're writing like this. ñ. Spanish N is pronounced the same as the letter N in English. Necesito, banana, as in nest. But the N with the tilde, this is a tilde at the top here, is a little tricky. So it almost sounds like ñ, like in cañón. So mañana, cumpleaños, años, and so on. España also. Discuss others' life. So Bruno, eres camarero. Camarero is waiter. No, Carmen es camarera. So yo no soy camarero, pero Carmen es camarera. Pero Carmen es, ¿sí? El maestro es mexicano. And la maestra es cubana. José, tu hermano, es médico. Médico. Here we see a lot of professions as well. So, camarero, maestro, médico. No, mi hermana es médica. Now, yo soy estudiante. We were talking about people's lives, so what they do, what kind of profession they have. So in English we say I am a teacher, but in Spanish we don't need to use this article when talking about occupation. So you just say yo soy, and then you put the profession. Mi hermano es médica. You don't say mi hermano es una médica. It's not correct. So, mi amigo es profesor. If you're a professor, so you say profesor. And I think you say enseñante. Enseñante, it's for teacher at another level, like a lower level, like in high school and so on. And, lower. So we did Unit 11. We're going to do Unit 12 now, use gender agreement. Once again, it's a revision. So if you see that I'm going too fast, that's totally normal, because we are just revising. So you should watch the other videos and get to the same level. Yeah. So you can identify also where are your weaknesses, what are your weaknesses, and work on them. You can stop the video, do things like that. But we really have to go back to where we stopped so that we can move forward and not stay stagnant. Yeah. Let's talk about agreement. Words describing a noun should agree or match in the gender. For example, un niño mexicano, el niño americano, el niño americano, un niño americana. So here, what's the difference here? We have one with starting with un, which is undefined article, but el is the definite. So that's one thing. But nonetheless, you didn't use la niño. La niño is not correct because it's masculine. So la would be for niña, and it would be America. So we know this because here are the examples: una niña America, mexicana, and so on. La niña America. Now we have seen this. That's just a repetition. So we are moving forward. Not going to lose time on this. Very basic. And Unit 13. Sorry. Ella estudia español en la universidad. En la universidad is at the university. So estudiar, we have seen this. Usted estudia francés. That was the first verb we've seen with the verb estudiar. Universidad is university. En la universidad. Yeah. La universidad tiene 3 bibliotecas. So is the question. La universidad tiene 3 bibliotecas. Does the university does the university have 3 libraries? Maybe, I don't know. Quizás. A ver. Ana, la biblioteca tiene computadores. Ana, la biblioteca tiene computadores. Ana, does the library have computers? Sí, la biblioteca tiene 2 computadores. So that's how you say computer. Yes, the library has 2 computers. Eduardo, ¿necesitas este libro? So Eduardo, do you need this book? ¿Necesitas este libro? So here it's interesting because este means this. It can be esta, but esta would not be with the accent here. So this is the verb, yeah? This is for the verb. Okay, so just for you to know. Mi clase. Here now we have mi clase. Mi is possessive adjective. So mi clase, tu clase. We have seen mi, we have seen tu, we have seen su, we have seen vosotros, vosotras, yeah. There are so many. We will probably see more of them. Este versus esta. So that's exactly what I mentioned. In Spanish, the word for this changes depending on the gender and now it goes with. So este libro es divertido. What is divertido? Funny. Divertido, it's funny. So how to say? There are some programs of divertissement. Divertissement, it's entertainment. Programs of entertainment programs, yeah. Programs of entertainment or entertaining programs. I don't know, but you get the idea. Divertido, it's divertissement, yeah. It's to have fun. Yo trabajo en esta biblioteca, in this. It's not esta with the accent. So esta would be like is, but not here. Esta is this, but conjugated with a feminine noun in singular. Describe your family. Yo tengo una familia pequeña. We have seen grande. We saw grande, yeah. Grande means big, yeah, big, grande. Now we have pequeña. Pequeña, it's small. Pequeño also is small, but for masculine nouns. Mi esposa se llama We have seen also se llama como te llamas, me llamo, but now se llama is because he or she. Amanda, ¿tienes hijos? Do you have children? We have seen hijo, hija. Hijo is like a son, hija is a daughter, but hijos can be sons or it can be also children in general. Sí, mi hijo, my son's name, so mi hijo se llama Alberto. Well, of course, when we talk about names, there are different ways of saying it. So you can say mi hijo se llama, or el nombre de mi hijo es Alberto. El nombre de mi hijo. So mi nombre es, yeah. Mi nombre es Gerard, but I can say me llamo Gerard. It's more direct, it's more simple. Mi hija Camila tiene 5 años. My daughter Camila is 5 years old. Notice here, very important, that you say I have in Spanish. You don't say I am. The verb is different. It's the verb tener, and it's not the verb ser. Yeah, I am. It's I have in Spanish. So for age, in English we say I am 16 years old, but in Spanish we would say I have 16 years. So el bebé tiene un año. But it's quite natural because in English you say how old are you, like how old, yeah, how old, very old, a little bit old. So then you say I'm at this age, yeah. But in Spanish you don't say how old, like como vecho. How to say vecho? Old, I think. Yeah, that's how you say old. Vecho? Yeah. Yeah. You don't say como vecho. You say cuánto años tienes. So how many years you have. Then you say I have that many. You know, I have 3, 4. Tengo 3 años, 21 años, something like that. 21 años, something like that. Yo tengo 8 años. I have 8 years. No, I am 8 years old, sorry. Alright, so that was unit 13. We're moving quick. We're moving fast. Let's look at unit 14. What is it going to be about? It's about office work. So Ana trabaja con los secretarios. Con is with. Los, here we have another definite articles. So we have seen like la and el. See, we have la, definite, definite. This is for feminine singular, this is for masculine singular. La niña, el niño. But when it's plural, you will say, for la, you will say las, but for el, you will say los. Okay? So that's what we are seeing here. So la becomes las, and sorry, but el becomes los. So Ana trabaja con los secretarios. Secretarios is plural. It's not con el secretario, but con los secretarios. And we have seen the verb, not the verb, but the preposition con. No, con it's an adverb. So con or sin. So with or without. Con o sin. With or without. Él trabaja. Sorry, él is also he. But él is also the. Yeah. So if you have the accent here, it means it's the pronoun, not the definite article. Él trabaja mucho los lunes. He works a lot on Mondays. Ella escribe un mensaje para para el jefe. So for the boss, she writes a message, mensaje. Una carta, it's a letter, but mensaje is a message. Para it's for. So es para ti, it is for you. Es para ti. Es para mí. Sí, es para ti. Yeah. And el jefe is the boss. So el jefe. El jefe leer, it's the verb to read. Let me write it. Leer. So el jefe lee. Yo leo. Tú lees. And then ella lee los mensajes. Ahora it's now. Oh, sorry. I'm really sorry. I paused this. I don't know for how long I've paused the video. My mistake, but we have just looked at this. Perdón me, ¿dónde está la estación de tren? So, perdón, excuse me, where is ¿dónde está? Train is train. Estación extra. I'm really sorry. So, I will do everything again. So, la estación está cerca del parque. So, here what is interesting is del, which is, you know, a new preposition, but cerca means close. Yeah. Now we have el hotel está lejos. So cerca means near, close, but lejos means far. El hotel, the hotel is far from the bus stop. So el hotel está lejos de la parada del autobús. So guys, I'm really sorry. I don't know if I have to start this video, but I don't really want. You can check on your own on Duolingo if you want, if you have it, if you're using it. But anyway, this is just a revision. So if you miss something, this is very basic. You probably will see it in the coming lessons. So nosotros estamos al lado. This is another way of saying close. Actually, it's not we are close, but we are next to the cafe. So al lado del café. El hotel está a la derecha o a la izquierda. So here are two new words, derecha, izquierda. Derecha means right and izquierda means left. Is the hotel to the right or to the left? And the answer here is a la derecha, to the right. So, ¿dónde estás? You already saw how estar can be used to describe temporary conditions. You can also use estar to talk about the location of places, objects or people. Nosotras estamos en el parque. So we can sometimes say estoy en casa, I am at home, o estudio a la universidad. Yeah. So it depends. Yeah. So sometimes it's en, sometimes it's a la. So where are you? ¿Dónde estás? ¿Sí? Nosotros estamos en el parque. O nosotras, because there are two women. So estamos en el parque. El hospital está en la ciudad. So where is it? So we also say en el centro and so on. So the hospital is in the city, en la ciudad, en el centro de la ciudad. Now we have Allendale. This is where I wanted to focus. I just did this, but I forgot to put it on record. So sorry, I'm quite disappointed with myself. But anyway, we'll manage to do it. In Spanish, you never say de él. So de él, for example, de el café and so on. You have to combine them together and you get a new super combo preposition. Yeah. So an example here. Estamos cerca. So normally it will be de qué cosa. So de el café. But you don't say del café, you say del café. Cerca del café ahora, now. Now we are close to the café, but we can say estamos ahora al lado del café. So we are next to the café. Similarly, A and L are always combined together into al. So an example here, quiero ir al aeropuerto en la mañana. Al aeropuerto. It's not a and then la or a el aeropuerto because it's not la, sorry. It's not a, el, but al. But de and a don't combine. So with, for example, la, los and los. La, los and las. So estamos cerca de la calle. It's not cerca del calle. ¿Por qué no quieres ir a los parques? It's not ¿por qué no quieres ir al parques? So a los and de la calle. Perfect. So we are done with unit 17, and I'm looking at the time. Now it's 30. I will just finish till 20, so that we know at least for the two parts, the first part, the previous video, and this one, we did 20 videos. Yeah. Talk about 3 times. So let's talk about 3. Nosotras queremos. Queremos is the verb conjugated to the first plural person. So we want a vacation. So how do you say vacation? It's unas vacaciones. Seems that vacaciones is always in plural. Certain nouns are like that. But the verb queremos, so queremos it's we want. It's from the querer. Yo quiero, tú quieres, and ella, él, usted quiere, and nosotros queremos. So this is how you conjugate it. Renato y yo, so y it's n. Renato y yo queremos caminar en la playa. En la playa, it's on the beach. Playa, you have heard it a lot in songs and so on. En la playa, caminar is to walk. Caminar, yeah. Camino, el camino is the road, but caminar is to walk. Yo quiero caminar con mi perro, with my dog, con mi perro. Yo quiero, I want, caminar, to walk with my dog. Nosotros siempre, something new. Siempre, it's always. Nosotros siempre leemos. This is the verb leer. We have seen it. Yo leo, tú lees, él, ella, usted lee, leemos. Nosotros leemos en las vacaciones. So we always read on vacation. And ellos comen. This is the verb comer. So what is comer? Is to eat. So ellos comen. Yo como, tú comes, comemos y comen. Yeah. Con amigos, with friends, amigos. You know this word, easy. Los fines de semana. Los fines de semana on the weekends. The los is very important here. Yeah. Because if you don't say los, it's not on. Qué bueno, how good. So qué bueno, qué bueno, how good. Yeah. Stem changing verbs. So some verbs like querer, so they don't have the same stem. The stem changes. So in some Spanish verbs, the middle vowel changes. For example, we say querer, but in the infinitive form. But yo quiero, él quiere. These are the so-called e to ye verbs. So e to ei. No, e to ie. But watch out. So e doesn't change in the nosotros and nosotras. So queremos, you see, that's where you have the same stem. So yo quiero, tú quieres, usted quiere, nosotros, nosotras queremos, and ellos, ellas quieren. Describe activities. Nosotros trabajamos en casa. So we work at home. Nosotras trabajamos en una oficina, which is an office. So we work in an office. Tú escribes bien en español. You write well in Spanish. Ustedes aprenden. This is a new word. Aprender. Aprender. So aprender is to learn, not to study, not to read and so on, but aprender is to learn. Él quiere aprender italiano, so the language. The language is, how do you say, el idioma is language. Happy ending. So the basic form of verb is called an infinitive. For example, hablar to speak, comer to eat, escribir are all infinitives. So Spanish has three verb groups. Verbs ending in er, ir, and these are the ending patterns for groups. We have already seen this. Remember, we have seen this last time. So yo hablo, tú hablas, él, ella, usted habla, nosotros, nosotras hablamos, ellos, ellas, usted hablan, and comer, yo como, tú comes, ella come, comemos, comen, escribo, escribes, escribe, escribimos, escriben. So guys, this is very easy to understand because this is just conjugation. You have to learn it. We are going to do the next one, and here we are talking about express preferences. So me encanta, this is very important. Me encanta is like I love. Me encanta la música de Enrique Iglesias. This is a famous Spanish singer, so very famous. I think you say famous, famoso, something like that. Famoso. Me encanta, encantar. It's also with this, se encantar. It's like a reflexive verb. So that's why you have this auxiliary thing. So, me encanta la música de Enrique. Carmen, ¿te gusta? So, gustar. Se gustar. Gustar is also the same. You know, you have the auxiliary thing. Gustar is I like. Encantar is love. Gustar is like. ¿Te gusta la música? Do you like the music? Sí, me gusta mucho. I like it very much. So, ¿te gusta nadar? Do you like to swim? Nadar, swim? No, no me gusta nadar. ¿Te gusta jugar al fútbol? Do you like to play soccer or football? Sí, me gusta jugar al fútbol. And a el fútbol, that's why you say al, yeah? Remember this. Me gusta la bicicleta de Mateo. I like Mateo's bicycle. De Mateo. La bicicleta de Mateo, yeah? Me gusta Duolingo. In English we say I like chocolate, but in Spanish we would say something more like to me chocolate is pleasing. So, me gusta el chocolate. ¿Te gusta nadar en la piscina? Sí, me gusta nadar en la piscina, in the pool, yeah? La bicicleta de Matthew. In English we say Matthew's bicycle to show that the bicycle belongs to Matthew. So we have the apostrophe S. But in Spanish you'd say la bicicleta de Matthew, which literally means the bicycle of Matthew. So that's how you talk in Spanish. You say the bicycle of Matthew and so on. But in English, proper English, you say Matthew's bicycle, right? So la bicicleta de Matthew es roja. Matthew's bicycle is red, and el vestido de Sandra es muy elegante. Sandra's dress is very elegant. So elegante, elegant, very close. So el vestido we know it's a dress, so nothing new here. And describe your routine. So this is where we will maybe be more challenged. So a qué hora te levantes? Levantar is to get up. So levantar, yeah. Te levantes, se levantar. It's also with the auxiliary se, you know, because you do the action yourself. So a qué hora te levantas? At what time do you get up? Los domingos me levanto a las 2. So now we're talking about a las 12, not a las 2, but a las 12, it's 12. 12 is 12. At noon. Tienes que trabajar los sábados. Do you have? Tienes que. Tienes que, it's a, do you have to. Do you have to? Yeah. Tener, it's a, tengo que trabajar. I have to work. But you have to, it's like, tienes que trabajar. Sí, sí, a menudo. So often. Often tengo. A menudo is often. A menudo tengo que trabajar los sábados. And then we have, yo nunca, never. Yo nunca estudio los domingos. I never study on Sundays. Yo estudio español todos los días. Every day. Todos los días. Todos is all. So todos los días it's every day. And we have finally the special verb. So some common verbs like er don't follow the regular patterns. They are called irregular. So it's the verb to go. Ir. The verb ir. It's not just the ending here, but the verb it's ir. It's to go. Yeah, to go. Okay. So ir. Yo voy, tú vas, él, ella, usted va, nosotros, nosotras vamos, ellos, ellas, ustedes van. But you know, guys, sometimes I see people like saying, I am going to do this, I'm going to, me voy a, so me voy a. So you're not going, but you're going to do something. I'm going to, you can say I will do it, but you can say also me voy a hacerlo. So to do, hacer, yeah. So me voy a hacerlo, I'm going to do it. Or you can say in the future tense. Future tense would be hacerlo, yeah. So that's something very important, you know, because a lot of people, they don't use future tense. They just say I am going to do this, and you don't say I will do it. You say just I'm going to do it. And so in Spanish also you have the same pattern, you know, the same expression. Me voy a hacerlo. Me voy a I don't know. Me voy a comprar. Me voy a caminar. So I'm going to. Alright guys, this is the end of unit 20. We have a last unit and then I will be very happy. Let's see, describe your home. That's the last thing. Let's see how many things we have here. How much do we have here? So, estas salas son muy modernas y bonitas. So modernas, we know it's modern. Bonitas, we know because bonita, we hear it a lot in songs and so on. So it means pretty. Estas, so these living rooms, salas, son muy bonitas, modernas y bonitas. Las habitaciones, the bedrooms. So look here. Living room is salas, yes? But habitaciones is the bedroom. So where you sleep. Donde dormir, dormimos. Yo dormo, dormí, dormimos, ¿sí? Nosotros dormimos en las habitaciones. We sleep in the bedrooms. And also we have here son, so they are grandes in plural. Now, grande is big, pequeño, pequeñas, son pequeños, pequeñas. Hay dos estanterías. Estanterías, what are these? Bookcases. Dos estanterías. This is a new word. I met it before, of course. I forgot about it. Estanterías, so bookshelves, bookcases in my bedroom. So I is there are. So I something, there is, there are. So something to remember. Esos baños, so those, notice that there was estas, estos. So these were these, yeah. Now if you want to say those, you say esos or esas. You know, this is a new descriptive article. Esos baños non son modernas. Non son modernas. They are not. These bathrooms are not modern. No hay. There is not, or they are not sillas en la cocina. Cocina is the kitchen. Cocina, sorry. Let's listen to the native.
No hay sillas en la cocina.
Cocina, yeah. No hay sillas. Sillas, chairs. So there are no chairs, yeah. Now, tip, ese and esa. That's what we saw. These are new descriptive articles. In Spanish, the word for that changes depending on the gender of the noun it goes with. So we know ese dormitorio, the bedroom, but we have also seen habitaciones, yeah. So there should be synonyms. Esa nevera is the fridge. Nevera is a fridge. So we can talk about the furnitures probably. The word for those changes depending on the gender as well. So esos baños, esas camisas, and the gender. So something we will see rapidly. Nouns ending in O are usually masculine, and nouns ending in A are usually feminine. But what about words that end in consonants? Luckily, most of them are still predictable. So, el hospital, el tenedor. Tenedor is, I think, a fork, yeah? Hospital and fork here. And then we have pared, habitación, televisión, costumbre, luz. Luz is light, yeah. Habitación we know, bedroom. Television we know. Pared I don't think I know. Let's see.
La pared.
The wall.
La pared. El tenedor. El hospital. La costumbre.
The custom, yeah. Costumbre, yeah. Okay, how other languages in the how other languages in days of the week are always masculine. So no matter what letter they end with, so they're always masculine. The days and the week, yeah. So and languages and the days of the week. Sorry, el español, Spanish, el inglés, el japonés, or something like that, or I don't know, l'italiano, Italiano, it's with the, el italiano. El lunes, el sábado, el martes, and blah blah blah. So, guys, wonderful. We did it. We did up to unit 20, and we have to do about 10 more. 10 more to get where we stop. So, guys, we can make it. One more video and we will be up to date with our lessons, and we'll be able to start learning new things. We go deeper in the grammar, enrich our vocabulary, Spanish vocabulary, of course. So thank you so much for being part of this lesson, and if you like the video, give it a like, give it a thumb up, share it with your friends, and follow me. So subscribe, and then you'll not miss out on the coming videos. Muchas gracias a todos para mirar mi video, para encantar mis videos, y gracias por todos, y hasta la próxima vez. So till next time. Adios. Goodbye.